I just bought these $1 fake Lego sets from the dollar store. Yeah, you heard me right, $1. And they are very interesting, to say the least. So today I'm going to unbox and review them to see if they can actually compare to Legos. And if they don't, well, then they're gonna get the bat. Let's get into it. So the first set we're gonna be taking a look at is this zombie set. I think this is supposed to be a grave with the skeleton. It's pretty confusing. It does come with a minifigure, or I don't know what you would call this thing. Inside of the box, there's 2 bags, one for the pieces and one for the minifigure. The completed set is pretty weird. Not really sure what's going on here. There is the little skeleton, but he doesn't have an arm or a head. I mean, this could be a head, but like it doesn't have a face on it, so I'm not really sure. It also does include a chain, which you had to make by like linking the chains individually, which took so long. I don't think Lego makes you do this when they make their chains, so this was kind of strange. The set also appears to have a play feature where there is a hinge where you can move the grave, but as far as I've seen, I think that's just so the grave kind of has a slant. It doesn't really do anything. There's also a plant to the side of the grave, and you can really tell the plastic is a lot different from Lego. It flexes a lot less, and just feeling the pieces, you can just feel they aren't as good quality. The minifigure, however, is 5 stars. I mean, look at this guy. He's amazing. There's nothing remotely creepy or weird about him. But anyway, that torso print isn't even a print, it's a sticker, and it's kind of brutal. Lego would never make something like this. The rest of the minifigure is not very detailed, although I must say I really do like how they designed the arms. It's kind of like when Lego dual molds pieces, except they are actually just 2 separate pieces. It's just the hand pieces on these guys are really long, so it looks like he's wearing short sleeves. I really like that design. But yeah, that was the first set. It was very confusing. Now the second set I got was this park bench one with a light. This was in more of a smaller box, and it doesn't include any minifigures, and there was only 1 bag. But the set is pretty basic, and I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with it without any minifigures, because there is a bench, but you can't sit anyone on the bench if you don't have minifigures. The bench is pretty nicely designed. It has this weird text on one of the pieces, not really sure what that's about. There's also a mailbox, which can open. It's just a ripoff of the Lego mailbox, and it works fine. There's also a light, and this light is awful. Or just one part of it is awful. I would say if they didn't mess this up, this light would look really good, but they made one of the pieces too small to fit together, so you can see there's a bunch of white on the edges. That's because I was forcing these together to try to get it to work. So yeah, kind of a problem there. That's not something you usually encounter with Lego. But overall, this set is pretty basic, not much to say about it. The third set I got was this construction one, and I'm not really sure what this is. I think it's supposed to be a steamroller. It just has a very weird form for one of those. Comes with 2 bags, so this one does have a minifigure also. This build feels really cheap, especially with the plastic wheels, but the wheels do actually roll. You can also surprisingly put the minifigure in the set, which is something I was not expecting here. I thought that his head would go up too high, but somehow it works. Another interesting feature of the set is you can bend it in half like this. This was definitely not intentional, but you can do this. You can also move the joysticks on the set. So this one does have some play features. I would say that makes this better than the other ones, but still it just feels so cheap. And you can really see that with the minifigure, with this whole front piece being a sticker again. Although I like this one a lot better than the other guy. And I really like the arm sleeves on here. This is what I'm talking about. I really like this system. The back, however, I really hate the leg design of these guys. And also this guy has issues with his head. Not sure why it's a cone. But overall, I would say this is the best of the 3 we've looked at so far. Now, the final set I got was this weird hodgepodge set. I think it's supposed to be like a street corner, and it comes with a motorcycle. The street corner is very confusing because there's like a stoplight, but it's not like really on a corner, so it's just on a straightaway. And then there's like a random box right next to the stoplight, and then there's a fire hydrant. So like a fire truck would have to stop in front of the stoplight and block that. Like you get what I'm saying here. It just isn't really logical. And it doesn't stop there. The stoplight for some reason has, okay, red, that makes sense. Orange, maybe they confused it for yellow, and blue. I don't really know what the designer was thinking here. The only one they got right was red, and all the other ones are translucent, so it just looks awful. The motorcycle, however, is not bad. I do like this design. It's basically the exact same as Lego, except with the plastic wheels. And you can actually put a minifigure on it, even though there isn't one in the set, so that's nice. And overall, I would say this would have been the worst one if it didn't have the motorcycle, but I'd say this is tied with the other city one. But moving on to my favorite thing I got at this dollar store, it also was the same Make It Blocks company, and that was this fake base plate. Now, Lego base plates are obscenely expensive, and I could get this for $1. Well, actually $1.25, because the dollar store is like inflating their prices by 25 cents. It's weird, but yeah, $1.25. And this thing is awesome. It feels the same as a normal Lego base plate, except you can't bend it as much. And it also does work. Like, I put down all the sets on this, and you can see you can lay them out. So really, the only thing that isn't absolute garbage in this video is the base plate, and I definitely will be buying more of these. And I probably will make a video about it too, because this is just such a steal. But anyway, all the non-base plate sets definitely failed in being better than Lego, so yeah, they're gonna get the bat.